So the question is, gang, caffeine and sugar, how they're related and how you get off caffeine. Do you need to get off caffeine? Why you need to get off caffeine? I'm going to get comprehensive on this. I think it's super important, really important, actually. So there's a lot, there's a lot of quote unquote health experts who are talking about caffeine being okay, and there's all studies mostly paid for by the coffee producers, I'm sure, that say it's this and it reduces, you live longer, all kind of crazy stuff. But here's the bottom line. The bottom line is that coffee is a psychoactive drug. Caffeine is a psychoactive drug. Actually, in the DSM, the Diagnostic Statistical Manual of Psychiatric Maladies, and it's not yet approved, caffeinism or caffeine use disorder is not yet approved, but what it is been looked at as a true substance use disorder. Now, here's the thing. We have worked with people, upwards of 5,000 people in groups that have been trying to get off caffeine. Now, these are people that have not even tried to get off of sugar. Okay, these are just people that just the only thing they're quitting is caffeine. And what we found is this is a low-level methamphetamine. This is a speed, okay? And this speed affects everything that sugar does, nucleus accumbens, the dopamine, serotonin, norepinephrine, GABA, everything that you can think of has been cannabinoid receptors, everything that sugar affects, oxytocin, it just plays with your brain, reward chemicals, okay? And its speed, it stops the thing that makes you tired, okay? It's literally and the two go together. Sugar and caffeine go together. So they've always gone together. Chocolate, cocoa, tea, coffee, all these things have always gone together. And when they're together, the body is thinking, where's the sugar? Where's the, like a full 15% of the people that come to our program seem to be able to use black coffee or black tea without any repercussions, without having cravings for sugar. But that said, those folks, I don't think that ends well, to be honest with you. I have seen people who got off of sugar, so there's no sugar, no flour, right? And then attempted, after they've been ingesting caffeine, I believe that it drives the caffeine addiction deeper, okay? It drives it deeper into your, you become more dependent on it for energy source, and more than energy source, it's dopamine. It's a dopamine rush. And again, when I say dopamine, I mean all the brain reward chemicals. So you're manually manipulating your feel-good chemicals just to get that rush. And look, everybody knows, especially people who have quit sugar and flour already, and then try and quit caffeine, it is really, really hard. And in these groups, you can see very clearly, our Facebook group is only about 500, 600 people, but you can see very clearly the people with success have taken literally sometimes upwards of a year of being down-regulated. They have what's called anhedonia. Anhedonia is the inability to feel joy because it takes that long. It's actually longer and more problematic than sugar. And when we have a protocol, if someone's going to do it on their own, what I suggest is caffeine first, because you literally need the sugar to help you, like your methadone or your Suboxone, to get off that caffeine so that you don't have headaches and you're not, just anxiety ridden from the caffeine. And then a month later or so, try and get off the sugar. And then a month later and so get off the sugar or get off the flour. So it's literally in reverse order of the most difficult drug to get off. And caffeine is it just plays a part in the inability for people to get off of sugar, because what happens is, like chocolate, John Belushi died of a speedball, right? A speedball is amphetamines up, depressant down. His was cocaine and heroin. Chocolate, tea, coffee with sugar in it is the same thing. And what that need at 4 o'clock in the afternoon is of chocolate is to take the edge off of, this is the great American problem, the great American issue, is to take the edge off of your caffeine and sugar, your coffee and tea addiction from the morning, to have a little bit of caffeine and a little bit of sugar in the chocolate in the afternoon. Now, most of you know, and if you don't, I'm going to tell you that I don't know the percentage. I'm going to have to get clear on the percentage, but most over-the-counter headache remedies contain caffeine. Now, why do you think that is? They contain caffeine because it quells the pain. It stops the pain by stopping the addictive withdrawal process. So you're beginning to withdraw. It's nighttime. You can't have another cup of coffee or another cup of tea because you won't sleep. So you have an Excedrin PM, or you have whatever. I shouldn't name brands, but you have a product with caffeine in it, and you don't even read a lot of people don't even read the label. They end up with caffeine in their pain reliever. Okay, so here you are, you've got sugar withdrawals going on, creates headaches. Caffeine withdrawals alone, like if you were already off sugar, it would create the same process, same headache, same lethargy, same irritability, same anxiety, this like impending doom, this anhedonia. So I don't know if that answers the question, but I really do believe that caffeine, if you can, will help go a long ways. Because look, getting off sugar, who wants to get off sugar if you are still having cravings? And caffeine in the early days will keep cravings alive. So if you can, please try and get off the caffeine with getting off the sugar.